Rolex watches, we have a Submariner and an Explorer. What this video I'm going to be explaining is that over time, Rolex made small little cosmetic changes. And with every cosmetic change, it makes the watch worth a little bit more money to people who are buying these models. So there's lots of different examples, but one example I could explain to you today is the concept of solid end links. This particular model over here, it has what we call a solid end link, which basically means that the end link is attached to the bracelet. And I'm going to show you the difference between a solid end link and a non-solid end link. On this Explorer, it has a non-solid end link, which means that the pin that's holding the bracelet to the watch is also holding the end link to the bracelet. So if you pull out the pin, it will cause the end link to fall off of the bracelet. So I'm going to show you what that means. So on this particular model, if you take the pin and you pull it out, the end piece falls off. As opposed to with the solid end link, it's a solid end link. When you take the pin out, the end piece stays attached. That is the difference between those two different types of bracelets. That was a change that Rolex upgraded in roughly, I don't know.
Around like 2002.
Roughly 2000.
Around 2002.
On sport models. DHS models, they did that. And DHS models, they did it on men's watches at around 1995. Some other changes that Rolex made, for example, on the dial, it would say Swiss P25 if it's a watch from the 1990s, and later on it said Swiss made at the bottom of the dial. Another change that Rolex made were the pinholes. If you look at these two particular models, one of them has pinholes on the side of the case. The Explorer, the Submariner, which is a little bit newer, does not have pinholes. Another change was the fact that Rolex started doing what's called inner bezel engraving. They started at all different years depending on the watch. There are some models that they started as early as 2003. For example, on a turnograph, right, Obi? A turnograph?
Turnograph.
They started in F serial, which is 2003.
To engrave it?
Yeah. And on most sport models, they started either in Z serial or M serial, which is 2006 or 2007. They also started, obviously, later on doing ceramic on Submariners and GMTs. That was another cosmetic change that Rolex changed on the watches.